Welcome to the video. I'm a sports scientist and personal trainer, and today we're going to discuss the minimum training volume to gain muscle mass and tips on how to design a time-efficient workout. Let's say you do 10 sets per muscle group per week. Well, if you would do just 3 sets per week, you would still gain like 60 to 70% of your initial results. So you can achieve like 60 to 70% of your initial results while training with a volume of 30%. So the efficiency is way better when training with low volume. And I'm not trying to tell you that low volume is better than high volume, of course not. But it should highlight that consistency is better than training with high volume for a month and then you stop. And yes, of course, you would gain more muscle mass with every additional set you do throughout the week. But I'm just telling you that very little volume is necessary to maintain and when you're a beginner even build muscle mass. So let's say you have a 9-to-5 job or you're busy at university or school. Well, you can do 6 sets per muscle group per week and you're good. That's basically nothing. You can go to the gym on, let's say, Tuesday and Friday and you do 3 sets of leg press, bench press, lat pull down, seated row, and shoulder press. So you just need like 2 hours per week for an highly efficient workout. And yes, of course, you will build more muscle mass if you do like 20 sets per week instead of your initial 12 sets. But with those 12 sets, you will achieve like 80% of the results you would achieve when training 20 sets. Alright, let's talk about some tips on how to train even more time efficient. So tip number 1 is doing supersets. A superset is doing 2 exercises back to back, which include 2 opposing muscle groups. For example, biceps and triceps. Especially for upper body exercises, you can achieve the same results when doing supersets while saving like a third or a half of your time. I would not recommend doing supersets when training for strength, only when you train for hypertrophy. That's very important. Because doing supersets when you train for strength slightly decreases your results, but with hypertrophy it's perfectly fine and even more time efficient. Tip number 2 is doing multi-joint exercises. So exercises that include at least 2 joints, for example the bench press. Those exercises are way more time efficient than single joint exercises because you train more muscles at the same time. Tip number 3 is doing drop sets. If you don't want to do supersets and you still want to save some time, you can do drop sets. So a drop set is performing a traditional set, then reducing the load, and then immediately performing another set. Usually the drops are a 20 to 25% reduction in weight, while all sets are performed to muscle failure. So the conclusion of this video is that you can maintain and even build muscle mass with an extremely low volume, since low volume is more efficient than training with high volume and then stop for a week and then starting again. And to further decrease your training time, you can do supersets, drop sets, and multi-joint exercises. This video is based on a review of multiple studies, so if you want to read it, I'm going to put the link down below. And I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, leave a like and subscribe, and keep training. See you next time.